This is a quick walk around of my Autocruise Vista motorhome, 2004, based on a Peugeot Boxer, 2-litre HDI on a 5-speed manual gearbox. It's got just under 30,000 miles on the clock. The timing belt was done 9 months ago. It will be sold with a full MOT and a new service. I'll just have a quick look around. There's a few cosmetic blemishes. One on the dash being the worst of it, but it's never bothered me. There are camper tyres, 4 camper tyres, fridge vents, electric hookup, water inlet, trimmer vent, trimmer flue. There are actually 3 leisure batteries in this, but they're not included in the sale. It's about £500 worth of batteries, and it's a bit excessive for most people, so I'm going to put a new leisure battery in, or alternatively, if you prefer, knock £100 off whatever price we agree. Alternatively, if you do want 3 very large leisure batteries, then at the right price, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. Spare wheel, hookup cable, hoses, levelling blocks. So the third battery is under the bottom in a battery tray. There's a habitation at the door at the rear, which is unusual. There's a reversing camera, electric step, Fiamma type storage box, which is very useful. Toilet cassette compartment that's been cleaned to within an inch of its life. Outlet for the grey water. Another flue for the heater, I think. This is the gasset system. 2 6kg refillable gasset bottles with a automatic changeover valve and external filler point, so you can get cheap gas refills from the pump. Into the cab, sorry. There's electric mirrors and electric windows. There are 2 full sets of keys. Because there's no back window in this vehicle, this is an Android box, which I'll show you more in detail. I'll show the buyer more in detail, but basically it works as that's the rear view mirror. You get a bit of a reflection inside the vehicle only on the camera. You can't actually see it in real life. It's a bit odd, but as for you behind the vehicle, you've also got a front camera, both cameras, or the rear camera, and I use it as a rear view mirror. That's the front camera there. There's also a dash cam. It records to a memory card the front and rear views. There's also a backup. There's GPS on here, so there's a backup sat nav on there, and there's all sorts of other things. Media player, Bluetooth, so you've got hands-free on your phone and all sorts. So I won't go into detail on that for the moment. But there are curtains that go around the cab. They both front and rear, both front seats, sorry, swivel, so they can face towards the rear. I won't do that, it's difficult to do with one hand. Documents. Cam belt last year. There's early records, early maintenance records, but the previous owner, who had it for about 6 years, was a mechanic. He worked for Toyota, so after 2010 there's no service history. Again, this vehicle had only done 9,000 miles in that 8-year period, so he wasn't using it very much. MOT, as I said, I'll put a full MOT on it, and there's the logbook and all sorts of manuals for all the different systems. I can see in the rear now, large bench which extends into a large double bed, opening windows, lots of lighting, loads of storage cupboards, 3-way Thetford fridge with freezer compartment. That's the hot water control panel with things like the water gauge and battery test gauge. More storage. Some of the cupboards I've put dividers in to provide more storage. This opens all the way. You can see this rubber strip here. I'm going to replace this. I've actually got some ordered. some draft proofing strip ordered, which that's basically all that is. This opens all the way, which is nice. I'll show you the 300 watts, which is pretty quite massive. A 200 watt panel there and a 100 watt panel there. I was quite pleased at being able to shoehorn so much solar into a small space. And there's the status TV aerial. Full cooker, hob, grill, oven and storage for pans underneath. There's a minor issue with this, it's just the hinge doesn't work properly, and sometimes if you're on a slope you need to prop this up with the heat shield, but that's no major issue. Nice sink and drainer, storage. Some of the kind of Fablon type coverings on the cupboards have bubbled somewhat, but again it's just cosmetic. I guess it could be recovered quite cheaply, but nice decent. This is an infill for the bed when it's fully extended, these two cushions. Lots of lighting, LED lighting. There's one under there, which is these four. The hot water control there for when you're plugged into the mains. There's a water pump, more storage. That's the remote meter for the solar controller. And a gas carbon monoxide alarm. That's the solar regulator and a switch to switch off the feed from the solar panels. Lots of storage, large table. There's a small chip, but it is watertight on the bottom of the corner of the shower tray. Toilet cassette, drop down sink, vanity unit, shower, lighting and another roof vent, shower curtain. The flooring, this is the original carpet that the previous owners supplied, but I took it out and just put it into storage because I much prefer it. It's much easier to keep clean. That's an underfloor storage locker or compartment. And there's access to clean out the freshwater tank under there. The freshwater tank under the chassis is 70 litres, and I think the grey water tank is 56 litres or thereabouts. And that's the control for the gas heating. There's no electrical heating. There we go. Gas heating system. Slight issue with this, there's a slight tear in there, but I just repaired it with a bit of grey duct tape, which I could probably do with doing again. But it's never been an issue. Mains lighting. It's only 4.8 metres in length. There's a electric step. I don't tend to use, I use this plastic one because I'm a bit on the hefty side. So all in 4.8 metres, you can see they've packed quite a lot in. There's a fly screen on the back door. Oops, which you've got to pull back in order just to lock the door properly. So that's my Autocruise Vista motorhome. I'm just off junction 7 M62 between Liverpool and Warrington. So if you like what you see, you want to come and take a look, please get in touch. Thanks for looking.